Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the pregame show. Detroit Lions versus New Orleans Saints on the road. I am your host, Tyler, joined with my two guys, as always, Mr. Malcolm Hart, Pierre. Boys, how we feeling?
Feeling great, man. I am so ready to get this W. I don't know if you guys saw, but the Lions fans are already taking over New Orleans. There's some videos being posted on Twitter, all Lions fans. So I'm excited. Malcolm, how you doing? Let me hear that woo today. I need that woo.
Woo! What is going on, man? Yo, football Sunday. I'm feeling a little better, man. I'm good. Um, this is a game that I think that we should handle business, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Did you guys enjoy some college football over this weekend? A lot of good games this weekend, and honestly, that's like where my brain's been at for like the past 48 hours. It's been all college football, but now it's NFL Sunday, the Detroit Lions Sunday. It's time to get our money back from Thanksgiving, bury the film, bury the tape, as they say, and let's win this football game versus New Orleans Saints. Let's do it. All right, let's get into the inactive report for both of these squads. We'll start off with the New Orleans Saints. Pierre, you want to go ahead and read off the
Yeah,
Saints
I
injury report?
got you. Jake Henner, Marcus May, Cam Dancer, Pete Warner, Rashid Shaheed, Keandre Miller, and Nick Saldiveri are all out. Marcus May is the starting safety. Pete Warner is one of their linebackers. Rashid Shaheed is one of their starting receivers as well.
Okay.
So they're a little banged up, and Michael Thomas is on IR.
Yep, and Marshawn Lattimore as well, right?
Yes, but I will say this. We'll talk about this later. They do got some good corners, though, even with Lattimore out.
They do. All right, Malcolm, what's the Lions inactives looking like?
Yerp. So we have linebacker Alex Anzalone. He is inactive. Defensive lineman Isaiah Buggs. He's inactive. Cornerback Stephen Gilmore. He's inactive. Wide receiver Antoine Green. He is inactive. Defensive lineman Broderick Martin. He's inactive. Linebacker Julian Okora is inactive. And defensive lineman Levi Onzarike is inactive.
There you go. All right. So Jonah Jackson's back. That's big. That's big. That was a question coming into the week. So you got your full five starting offensive line out there, which is huge. Missing Alex Anzalone is big too. Well, hopefully that's not a long term thing. But congratulations to him. He just had a new baby. I believe a baby girl, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations to Alex and his family for giving birth to a baby girl. And all right, let's get into it now. So I already kind of hinted towards the Lions offensive line being healthy. We'll start off with this offense. You guys look at the Saints defense. I'll start off with you, Pierre. What's a weakness or something you think the Lions should try to exploit this Sunday versus the Saints?
So it's running the ball. Jaguars, 113 rushing yards. Colts, 164 rushing yards. Bears, 156 rushing yards. Vikings, 125 rushing yards. Falcons, 148 rushing yards. It's running the ball. And I feel like these last few games, the turnovers that they've had, they haven't really been able to get a run game going because they've been down. I think today, just start it and just run it down their throats and see what happens. Once you get that run game going, we know Jared Goff excels in the play action game. And these corners, they like to play press man. So you got to run the ball. You do that, the whole offense opens up.
Yeah, no, I agree 110%. That's what I said in the pregame show. I wouldn't be mad if they ran the ball 40 times combined between their backs. If that's Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, if you want to sprinkle some Craig Reynolds in there, go for it, right? Like, if they ran the ball 40 times in this game, I wouldn't be mad at all. Take some pressure off Goff, who's been, obviously prone to some turnovers the last two games. If you could take some pressure off of him, get that running game going, and maybe they are more eager to stack the box or put some more emphasis on stopping the run, then that play action game gets going, and that's when Jared Goff is most comfortable. It's playing in a dome. That's when he gets comfortable. That's when he gets going. So, yeah, I agree with you, man. Get that running game established early. And like you said, man, the Saints' running defense hasn't been good this year. And you said it earlier, you kind of hinted towards it. It's like they have a good secondary. They do a very good job on the pass. So getting that run early, establishing it early, I think would help this offense big time, and especially for a guy like Jared Goff, who's been struggling the last two games. Get some pressure off of him, see some offense working without him being the hero, and I think your offense could be looking very good today.
Yeah, you guys pretty much just talked about it. I mean, getting both running backs involved, I think, is the key for the Lions today. I'm expecting a huge day for both of these guys.
Yeah. So David Montgomery popped up on the injury report, if you guys remember. He didn't have a game time status. So according to Tom Pelissero, David Montgomery will still start despite popping on the injury report, but you'll see a lot of Jahmyr Gibbs too as he tries to get back into it. Um, as he tries to get back into it. So yeah, you're going to see both backs, like you said. That's even with Montgomery popping up on the injury report, he's still going to start. He's going to get a majority of the carries. So yeah, I think for the Lions offense, I think it's pretty simple. Yeah, you got to get that running game going.
Yep, and Jonah Jackson back is huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only big just to have the left guard spot secured. I said it kind of in the pregame show earlier in the week. Is like it makes everyone around him more comfortable. Guys like Taylor Decker, guys like Frank Ragnow, the guys next to the left guard, don't have to worry about Colby Sorsdale or Coyote Oshika or Dan Skipper or whoever the hell you put out there, right? They don't have to worry about that. Like they know what they're going to get out of 73 when Jonah's out there. So it's big to have Jonah Jackson back out there, who's missed the last 2 games with that injury. So to get him back out there, definitely huge for this Lions offense to kind of get back to going what they were doing very successfully before this 2-game rut they've been on offensively.
Yep.
All right, let's get into this defense. Alex Anzalone, less defense. What do you guys expect for the Saints offense to do versus Lions defense?
Well, the Saints always typically like under Sean Payton and even under this set, they try to get their run game going, but it hasn't been as effective this year. And then you have an O-line that's not giving up a lot of sacks, but they're giving up a lot of pressures. And with those pressures are forcing those mistakes from Derek Carr, whether they're bad throws or whether they're picks. Saints fans don't like Derek Carr. My brother's a Saints fan. He does not want him here. He wants them to actually lose so they could draft the quarterback high. Not today, like in general. When he saw Derek Carr, like, he was a little happy, and then he's like, man, Derek Carr sucks. I want to lose and get a high pick, draft a guy.
Pierre, I know you were kind of on this boat with me that I mean, I think you were a Derek Carr believer before, right? Like when he was in Vegas and he thought he could be something. I said on the pregame show when I was by myself, I said, I was flat out wrong, dude. He's nothing more than what I thought he was. I thought he could kind of have some Stafford reassurance, like once he leaves the Raiders and then he can go ball out for a different organization. I don't think that's the case. He has just not played good football. And, you know, they're missing some key guys too, like their receiving core. You have no Michael Thomas on there. Shaheed has been a big guy for them this year. They got Olave back this week from concussion protocol, which is huge. But like with a thin receiving core, a quarterback not playing very confident right now, and the fan base is not confident in. I mean, that's tough, man. But what's your overall thoughts on Derek Carr? Have you changed on your thoughts on him?
I don't think he was the player like I thought he was, but I still think like if he gets better protection and his receivers step up a little, I still think he's like a solid starter, but I don't think he's like a franchise quarterback. You more as a bridge quarterback, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't think he's anything, you know. I don't think he's the guy I thought he was. I'll say that.
You don't think he could win you a Super Bowl? Like you think he could like be part of it, but he won't win you a Super Bowl?
Yeah, he's kind of a trailer, not a truck.
I agree 100% with that. I thought he could be the trailer at one point.
You mean the truck?
Or the truck. Yeah, he's the trailer. What am I saying? I thought he could be the truck at one point, but that's just not the case. He's just not the guy that I thought he was. And what about you, Malcolm?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's definitely not having the season that I think everybody expected him to have. I think that New Orleans, they have a really good cast over there, and you would expect him to, you know, to play well. What kind of worries me is that the defense he's playing against today. And is it impossible for Derek Carr to go into what was that year when he went off? What was that 2015?
14?
14?
Or no, it was 15. It was 15 or 16?
15?
I don't remember.
Is it impossible to see that type of game from Derek Carr against this Detroit Lions secondary today? It's not impossible. After I see what Jordan Love did to us last week, I don't put it past any quarterback to cook us. Especially he has the talent, he has the arm. I think right now he's just not connecting with his receivers. And then the thing is, we said the same thing last week. We said, "Oh, Jordan Love, he's talented, but he's not connecting with his receivers." And what did he do all last week? He connected with all his. He made sure to connect with all his receivers. Derek Carr has the talent to do that this week. Now, it all depends. Are we going to pressure him? Are we going to? Is our secondary going to be able to stay with their wide receivers? Can Cam Sutton guard Chris Olave?
Okay. No, I think Cam is more of a. I think Brian Branch is going to see a lot of Olave. He plays primarily in the slot.
Can Brian Branch cover him? The thing is, and then we don't have Alexander Malone this game. Alexander Malone is big on playing against those backs that are receiving backs. Who's going to step in that role? Is it going to be Barnes? Is he going to be the guy Campbell? And he hasn't been great in that role. So is Alvin Kamara going to kick us in the passing game? This is the questions that we got to ask ourselves right now. What type of defense are we going to see from the Detroit Lions today? Are we going to see the defense that we saw week 1, week 2, where they're pressuring the quarterbacks, and now everybody looks good, and we're all like, "Whoa, shit, we have a defense." Or are we going to see Detroit Lions defense that we saw last couple weeks, where we see 1 sack in 3 games, and they're not putting any pressure on Derek Carr? And yeah, I guarantee you, I don't care what Derek Carr we saw all year. If they do not pressure Derek Carr, I guarantee they cook us today. I guarantee offensively, I'm not sure they're going to win the game, but offensively, we do not pressure Derek Carr. I guarantee you it's going to be a shootout.
No, yeah, it will be. They did call up Bruce Irvin, but he's 36. So let's see what happens.
Wow!
No. I'm not saying it's exciting. I'm not saying it's exciting, but we'll see what he'll bring. He's 36 though, so I wouldn't say expect a lot out of it. It's just we'll see what happens there. But I'm with you, Malcolm. Any quarterback, even if it's like a shitty quarterback, if you give them time to throw, they'll dice up a secondary.
Yeah, and like I mean that, like, generally, I'm actually kind of excited to see what Bruce Irvin could do, because like at this point, like we could use any help, and like I'm down to see anything new outside of the guys we've had outside of Aiden Hutchinson. Like I'm sick of seeing Charles Harris out there. I'm sick of seeing Romeo Carr out there. Let me just see a new face out there, even if he does the same shit. Let me just see a new face, new number out there, see what he can do.
I guarantee after every play, he's gonna be right on the sidelines with that goddamn
the oxygen.
All right, Malcolm. Yeah,
I guarantee you watch.
If you guys listen to AG's presser, he mentioned that Pascal is a guy that they have hopes for and potential. Like he's been good as a run defender, but he's like, we got to get the pass rush out of him. He has the talent. Yeah, AG actually called him out in his presser. He's like, after Hutch and Mac, we expect Pascal to kind of take that next step as a pass rush. He's like, in run defense, he's been great, but we drafted him in the second round. We didn't just draft him to defend the run. We also drafted him to rush the passer. And he said that's what they've been working on during the week of practice, trying to get his pass rush going a little bit. So we'll see what they do.
How confident of you that Josh Pascal will have one of his best games as a pass rusher? And we have a really good pass rush this game. How confident are you?
They have, like, if you look at their O-line, it's been kind of struggling. But honestly, right now, I would say I'm not as confident.
I give it a 2 out of 10.
Just because
I'm there.
I have to see it kind of. Like, we kind of have to see it to believe it. Like, I like him as a player, but he just has to show it. Once he shows it,
that's different than but he hasn't shown it.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's shown flashes, but you got to show that consistency. That's what AG was talking about this week in his presser.
Right. But no, I'm exactly with Malcolm. Is like, if you don't get pressure on the quarterback, like I don't care who you're versing, even like Derek Carr, who has been struggling this year, like he could have a good game. He still has it in him, and like it doesn't matter if it's Derek Carr or if it's shit. I can't believe I'm saying this. Chase Daniel. If you're not pressuring the quarterback, any NFL quarterback,
Zach Wilson.
If you're not pressuring the quarterback, they're gonna play well. Mac Jones. I think he stinks.
Who?
He will play well.
Who?
Oh, I forgot.
We're not doing that. We're not doing the who anymore.
But,
we don't get that
like,
who anymore.
My point is, any quarterback you play, it doesn't matter. If they're in the NFL and they're a starter, they're going to cook your defense if you're not getting pressure. And that's something the Lions have to do, and they have, frankly, just not been doing the last 3 games. The last 3 games, they've only had 2 sacks, and 2 of them are versus the Bears. And one of them was from Malik McNeil off a coverage sack and the Aiden Hutchinson sack at the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Like, they're not getting pressure on the quarterback. And like you said, man, Jordan Love, he had no connection with Christian Watson. We were talking to the Packers guys. I'm like, tell me about your receiving core. Yeah, they got some potential, but they haven't shown anything. No connection. It looks great out there. They look like they've been playing together for 10 plus years, that game versus the Lions.
Look like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and the loss of Alex Anzalone, like I've said it, I think that's the second biggest loss on this defense could afford after Aiden Hutchinson. So these linebackers have to step up big time. Jack Campbell, you were drafted at pick 18. It's time for you to step up. You're probably going to have the green dot. I would assume him or Barnes.
Whoever it is. I think it's both.
Yeah, like they got to step up this week. And I know they said they're probably going to mix and match their linebackers with Malcolm Rodriguez playing a little more defense. He's still going to stay on the offense side of the ball, but he's going to play a little defense this week too. Like he's got to be ready to go. I don't know what they have planned for Reeves, Maven, and Pittman. I probably don't expect much from them defensively. But, like, those 2 guys, especially Jack Campbell and Derek Barnes, like, you have to really step up because the loss of Alex Anzalone is humongous. He's been phenomenal for this defense. He's been the anchor for this defense. Even though it's not been a great defense this year, when they have flashed or, who has been flashing this year on this defense, it's been Alex. So these guys have to step up big time today versus the Saints.
That's a huge task for them to do because you're asking them to contain Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, and he's been great. He, like I mentioned it too, it was like his target share is like wide receiver 1 targets. Alvin Kamara gets like 13 targets a game. Like he could get those type of looks in a game. So yeah, it is a big task. And if you prove that you can't stop it, Dennis Allen and this Saints, team, they're not going to fade away from that if it's working. So yeah, it is a big task, big ask, but we have to see what they do this
and
week.
I think another thing is like another guy you circle. You guys mentioned those 2 guys. I think it's Taysom Hill.
Yeah,
like because he could run the ball, he could play wide receiver, he could play tight end, line up. This guy lines up everywhere except like on the O line, literally.
Yeah.
So they have to know where he's at, and sometimes he keeps it, sometimes he throws it. He has a strong arm, so the linebackers have to be disciplined, which hasn't really been the case this year. With like what they do, they got to be disciplined their gaps when he has the ball. Kind of contain him because you don't want to let him out. Once you let him out of the pocket, he's like 6'5". I don't know how much he weighs. He runs he's built like a tight end, but he's fast. He's an athletic guy.
Yeah.
Campbell even said this morning, I was watching like the pregame show. He said this guy was pound for pound one of the strongest guy we had at tight end linebacker. Campbell was his positions coach, so he knows him really well.
Let me ask you guys a question. What is the over or under of Jack Campbell getting stepped onto the ground today? You think it's like over 1 or under 1?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Jack Campbell, my prediction, I think he's going to step up today. I think like him getting like a role where he knows he's going to play majority of the game. I think he's going to step up today.
Ooh,
that's my prediction.
Okay, let's go.
I'll say this.
So no stiff arms.
I'm optimistic today. I'm optimistic.
The problem with Jack is they had him playing a lot of positions. If he just kind of sticks at 1 or 2 positions, just sticks to that, develops at that instead of moving him around a lot, I feel like he'll be more comfortable. When you keep switching him, moving him around and everything, he's a rookie, man. They're throwing a lot at him.
I just think he's a rookie right now. I think the game is just moving too fast for him right now. But again, that just takes time. Yeah, I think right now he's playing like a rookie, and that's okay. He is a rookie, so it's not like nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, but I agree with Pierre. Like,
bad.
I agree with Pierre though. Like they're asking this guy to rush the passer, which he never did at Iowa. Like if he could just stick to one position, which I think they're gonna have to force him to do. Yeah, which I think they're forced to kind of pretty much do without Alex. Like I think he's gonna play more confident, more comfortable, knowing that he's gonna be in that role. And he knew this whole week Alex was probably not gonna play, so he got all those first team reps throughout the whole week. I think he's gonna have a big week. Honestly, I think he'll play well. I don't think he'll be a big issue.
Let's go, man.
I'm not worried about the linebackers. I'm more worried about
I'm worried about pressure.
Pass rush. Because, bro, forget if you get pressure, it kind of the coverage. Like if you pressure the guy to cover, you're not as worried about coverage. But if there's no pressure, it's going to be a mess. I mean, these guys are athletic. Chris Olave is fast. Alvin Kamara breaks tackles left and right. The guy Taysom Hill they have this other guy is it Juwan
Johnson.
Yeah, is he playing?
Yeah, he's playing. All their tight ends are active.
That guy is also another good player. He's a big target for them. One thing too though with the Saints is I believe they're 29th in red zone offense this year. They've struggled in the red zone. The Lions have.
What are we? Wait, what are we? If they're 29, what are we?
I am not sure.
You're not sure?
I'll pull that up for you right now, actually. So
keep talking. We're probably like 30 or 31 or 32. I don't see us being higher than them.
And red zone offense?
Yeah.
We're 14.
Red zone offense? Red zone efficiency?
Red zone efficiency.
Oh, cool.
They're 29th, right?
Yeah, they're 29th. Yeah, they're 42.5%. Lions are 55.3%.
Yeah, and all week this week, the Raiders have been emphasizing red zone offense because they struggled. I'm sorry, the Saints.
The Derek Carr got in your head.
Ooh.
Oh man, yeah.
I wish we played the Raiders.
The Saints, the Raiders look pretty good right now under Pierce, but yeah, the Saints, they've been emphasizing red zone, and the Lions have been emphasizing turnovers and taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
I saw that, which was hilarious. So you said the clip of
I saw that. Yeah,
going through the security ball security drills.
Good, let him go through it.
No, but they were whooping his ass.
Yeah, he needs
it. He needs it, man.
He needs it.
I mean, 3 fumbles last game. Come on, man.
If you look at
they took it personal. That shit was hilarious. They had the fucking thing. Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
mean, if I was listening to Julian Edelman, I think he played under Bill Belichick. He's like the Parcells coaching tree, Sean Payton and Dan Campbell. After a bad week, they'll get these guys mentally tough, meaning Jared Goff, all these guys. And that's what they were doing with all these drills. So, I'm just excited about this bounce back week.
Yeah, I mean, this is an opportunity, man. Go smash the Saints in the mouth. I mean, you have played bad football the last 2 games versus the Bears and the Packers. You escaped with a victory versus the Bears. Ain't nobody gonna complain about that. Ain't nobody gonna say sorry. But you won, but you probably shouldn't have. Go smash the Saints in the mouth. You're coming off a mini bye week, as we like to say. The Saints are not a great football team. Go in their home. Go whoop their ass. You got a lot of Lions fans there. Go make them satisfied on their flight back to Detroit. Go smash them in the mouth right now. So let's get into these picks. Let's get into our locks, and we'll head out of here. So let's read off our Lions picks. Our records are not as good as they were earlier in the year. So I'll start off with you, Pierre. I know you and Malcolm are tied for first ever here, actually. So Pierre 7-4, Malcolm 7-4. I'm 6-5. Lions are 4-point favorites in New Orleans. Pierre, go ahead, get us started.
I'm gonna have the Lions winning and covering. Give me Lions 31-20 in New Orleans.
Okay, you got a bold?
A bold prediction. Yeah, they get 5 sacks today.
Wow. Okay. Does Bruce Irvin contribute to one of them?
Yes, he has one of them.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, Malcolm, what do you got today?
All right, so I have the Lions win this game. I do not have the Lions covering the spread. I mean, what I seen from last week, I hope they turn it around, but I have no faith in our defense right now. I think it'll be a shootout. I think it'll be a close game. I have it. Let's go 28-25. Lions win the game. Do not cover.
Cover. Okay.
Yeah, the Saints got to have the Saints covering. My bold prediction. Damn the secondary. I think Jameson Williams has his best game as a pro. And I've been calling this for weeks. Let's go 6 catches from Jameson Williams. Over 150 yards.
Okay. I like it.
Do you have a touchdown?
And a touchdown.
Bet. I love it.
I like it. All right. I think this Lions bounce back. I think it'll be like a good game, but I do think they'll cover. I think they'll win. I think the offense wakes up this week. I mean, they've been struggling the last 2 games. Give me 31-24 Detroit. So they win. And my bold prediction is the Rook, Jack Campbell, gets an interception today.
Pick 6?
Nah, I won't go that far. I'll just say an interception.
Okay.
All right, I'll say interception.
I'm going to say this, man. If the Saints win the fucking coin toss, if they selected to get the ball first, I'm not even going to watch the first drive. I am not watching the first drive. I already know what's going to happen.
No, you don't. It's Pete Carmichael Jr. He does the run, pass bullshit.
I don't know, man. Usually when they say I want the ball,
they know something. Yeah.
They fucking know something that's going to work 100%.
2 teams have done that against us this year. I know, obviously, Green Bay on Thanksgiving. I think another team did it versus us.
Baltimore.
Was it Baltimore? Yeah, I was about to say, I thought another team did it versus us this year where they said, no, we want the ball first.
They said, we saw a film, we saw a tape, and yeah, this is going to work. We're going to score, and we're going to go up on the line. If they win the coin toss, and they want the ball first, I'm turning the TV off the first drive.
Why? What are they going to pick?
I want to see. I want to see the first. What
if you miss Bruce Irvin's first sack?
You're gonna miss my lock, Jack Campbell's first career interception, man.
I'm gonna save the embarrassment and not watch it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna watch it.
All right, Tyler and I will text you if that.
You guys can keep me updated and say, okay, the drive's over. They scored the 7-0. Then I'm like, all right, I'm turning back on the tape.
I'm not saying that. Okay, welcome.
Fair enough. All right, let's get into our locks. Hey, locks are close now. Pierre had a convincing lead. He's on a little cold streak right now. So Pierre's at 6-6. I'm at 6-6. And look who's in first place. Malcolm at 6-5-1 with the one push is giving him in first place right now. So I'll go with the first place winner. Who do you got today?
All right. I'm doing this on the fly right now. I'm taking Indy -1 over Tennessee.
Okay. All right.
What?
What's going on? No, I was saying, what's the Bucks spread versus because it changed again. The Bucks and Panthers.
It's -3.
All right, give me the Bucks -3 against Carolina because the Panthers stink, and I like the Buccaneers at home.
Okay, I am gonna take the Kansas City Chiefs -5.5 versus the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. I know they're playing some better ball, but I think the Chiefs win this game, and I think they cover. So I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs -5.5.
I like all these locks.
That game is predicted to be snowing. That's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, it's Sunday Night Football.
Someone make that into a parlay. I feel like that's gonna hit.
You think so?
Yeah, all of our
I'll-
locks.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I
take
won't. I won't touch it. I'm on a complete cold streak right now, so it's not even
it.
like if I
Woo, so am
touch
I,
it,
bro.
it'll be done.
Wait, Malcolm,
Oh
what are the
my.
odds? What are the odds on that?
I haven't
So
put it
I
together
got
yet,
my
but
paper right now.
yeah,
It
I'm
would
on a cold streak too, man.
so it would be plus 574. So wow,
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want to try it. But if you lose, don't blame us. Do whatever you want with your money.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap. Before we head out of here, fuck the college football committee for leaving Florida State out. That's my final thoughts. Hope you guys all
wait.
enjoyed. Yeah, they're out. They're out. They're out.
Who are the 4 teams?
Michigan, Washington, Texas, Alabama.
Michigan versus Bama.
Woo!
Yeah, Malcolm, your ass is gonna get whooped in Pasadena.
Hey, we
January
probably
1st?
will. You guys are having a hell of a year, so I mean, I'll be happy for you guys. Deadass.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Fuck the college football committee. I'm out. Peace.
All right, guys. I don't give a fuck about the college football committee. I'm excited about this game. Let's go. Go Lions. And I'll see you guys after our show. I'm out. Peace.
Lions, do not do this to me, man. I swear to God, if they screw this up, I'm gonna be on another level of angry. So they better win today. That's all I'm gonna say before I end the show. All right, man. I'm out. Peace.
Forward down the field.